In this video, we are going to write a Python program to calculate sum of first 10 numbers. The steps involved would be, we will iterate through the 10 numbers, then store the sum of all these 10 numbers in a variable and then print the result. Let's get started. The very first step would be to get our goal. This program is to calculate sum of 10 numbers. What will be our input? First 10 numbers. What would be our output? Output is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, and that goes till 55. Now let's iterate. So first we have to iterate through the numbers, right? So for that there is a repeat, there is a for. Now we have to get the number, so number in range from 1 to 10. So there is the option to provide a range in the for loop, so we can start from 1 and then we can end it with 10. Now we provide semicolon at the end and then we have indentation for the for. Now we have to calculate the, let's first print the numbers, that is first. We can just see how the numbers are looking. Number equal to number, and we can just print it. So number is not defined because this is in lowercase, and now we can see it is 1 2 3 4 and it is up to 9, and we want it up to 11, basically first 10 numbers, so we will have to increase our range until 11. And now we have 1 and then 10, so these 10 numbers are there. Now we want to get the addition, so we can clearly see here we can create a variable called sum variable, and we can first, because there is no sum initially, there is 0, right? And then we can say sum variable equal to sum variable plus the number. Now this is the way where we are able to create a variable and we are using that as a placeholder. So after every repeat, after every iteration, we are calculating sum and putting inside this bucket. So where we can see when the first iteration comes, the value will be 1. So here it is 0 and 1. First iteration is going to be 0 and 1. So the sum variable is going to be 1, is going to store into this bucket. Then the next iteration comes, the sum variable already has the 1 inside that bucket. That is why when the second iteration will come, already sum variable has 1 and the new number is going to be 2. So that means this will store 3. After that, on the third iteration, the sum is already at 3. So it's going to be 3 equal to 3 plus, what is the new value that is going to come? It's going to come as 3 because we are incrementing this by this is the number. So that is how it will be converted into 6. And this is the part of learning where we can use a variable to update multiple times, and in for loop we are able to use the same bucket to get the storage of sum, and that is why we will be able to print after the for loop is done. If we print and we can say f equal to this sum variable equal to, and we can say sum variable, and if you print it, it's going to print the last value that is stored after 10th iteration, and it will be 55. And if we want to check this after every iteration, if we want to print it, so after we can say, so this is the sum variable, and we can call it current number equal to current number. So now here is the learning. Initially sum is going to be 0, and here we can see from 0 it's going to update, and the current number we will be able to see how it is being stored. Here it is saying current number is spaced out, that's why there is an error, and here current number is not defined, correct, so we can just call it a number, and now we can run, and we can see when the current number is 1, the sum was 1, when the current number was 2, sum was 3, and then we will be able to see how this bucket got populated. And that is how we are able to use the same bucket to store the sum of 10 numbers. Thank you.